Okay, lefty libtarbs, get out your pen, get out your paper, and take down some notes. School is currently in session because it has come to my knowledge that a lot of y'all have no fucking idea what's been going on in Venezuela. So please sit down and listen. I will have a series of slideshows that are going to be on the screen in front of you, so if you can't hear, at least you could read. Nicolas Maduro's government in Venezuela has been widely criticized by international human rights groups, independent media, and intergovernmental bodies for serious abuse and policies that have caused immense suffering for Venezuelan people. Here's a clear summary of the most documented and widely reported issues under his rule. Starting with number 1, severe human rights violations. International organizations, including the United Nations and Amnesty International, have documented patterns of repression under Maduro's government. Arbitrary arrest and political prisoners. Tens of thousands of people, including opposition leaders, activists, journalists, and even children, have been detained arbitrarily for political reasons. Many are held without fair trials or on vague charges like terrorism. Torture and cruel treatment. Security forces have used torture, electric shocks, beatings, sexual abuse against detainees. Extrajudicial killing and forced disappearances. Reporters indicate unlawful killing and disappearances of protesters and perceived opponents, sometimes without due process or accountability. Crackdowns on protesters. Peaceful demonstrations have often been met with violence from National Guard and pro-government groups, causing injuries and death. These abuses are so serious enough that the International Crime Court has been investigating possible crimes against humanity committed in Venezuela under Maduro's leadership. Now on to the next. Suppression of political freedom. Maduro's government has weakened democratic institutions and restricted civil liberties. Election irregularities. Multiple elections have been criticized by international observers as lacking transparency, competitiveness, and enabling Maduro to stay in power amid accusations of fraud. Judicial influence and suppression. Courts and electoral authorities have been used to sideline opposition parties and leaders. Restrictions on free speech. Independent media outlets have been shut down or pressured. Journalists face harassment and arrests. Internet and reporting freedoms are curtailed. Number 3, economic collapse and humanitarian hardship. Venezuela's economy deteriorated sharply under Maduro, with devastating effects on ordinary people. Hyperinflation and collapse of currency. The bolivar lost most of its value, eroding savings and purchasing power. Shortages of basics. Chronic shortage of food, medicine, and basic services have made everyday survival difficult, especially for the poor and the sick. Breakdown of healthcare. Hospitals lack essential medicine and equipment, contributing to preventable deaths and disease outbreaks. Number 4, mass migration. Because of repression and economic collapse, millions of Venezuelans fled the country, causing one of the largest displacement crises in the Western Hemisphere. Estimates suggest that over 7 to 8 million people have left seeking safety and opportunities abroad. Number 5, corruption and mismanagement. Maduro's government has also been accused of corruption among officials and family members, including allegations of embezzlement of funds meant for public services, illicit economic activities involving high-ranking insiders. In summary, under Nicolas Maduro's leadership, Venezuela has experienced repression of dissent and political freedoms, arbitrary detention, torture, and killings, erosion of democracy and rule of law, economic collapse and humanitarian crisis, mass exodus of millions of Venezuelans, and widespread corruption and governance failures. So for those of you lefties who are making these claims that Trump did something terrible and Trump kidnapped their president and Trump's trying to start a war and Trump's killing people for no reason, maybe take a look and learn something about what the fuck actually was going on in Venezuela before you open your fucking mouths and don't know shit. Now class is over. Get the fuck out of my face.